Yo, crypto nation and mining family, what's going on? What's up? What's up? With another freeHash Friday coming up at you guys. Yo, as you guys are sliding on in, certainly smash that lizard like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification, all that good stuff. And as we are waiting for all of you awesome hashers to be sliding on in here, let's go ahead and get over to the lighter side of the news. Yo. So, here we go. Of course, we've got to take a look at that US.debtclock.org. So, hey, it's been a little bit since, it's been like a week since I looked at this. This is a new little thing that they put up over there, right over by the Doge clock there. If you look at that Doge clock, right next to it, it's savings per taxpayer. So now they've got a calculation of how many dollars they're saving each taxpayer. I would like to see the debt per taxpayer load actually get below $300,000 per tax-paying citizen. But I will say that this is a pleasant start here to see that the government's saving us $1,500 of our own money that they're stealing from us. They're actually trying to put it into a better spot. Hell, man, I'd like to see them just tax us fucking less and let that money stay in my goddamn pocket, because obviously they can't spend shit, right? What up, Sadie? What's up? What's up? Dropping those FAs as you sliding on in. What's up? So here we got, we're still rising the U.S. debt, but what I like is that we're not rising at $100,000 a second. It's like, I like cryptos and I like high rods. Well, you're in the right spot. Yo, when the weather gets nice, we'll start doing some live streams out in the garage. Now that I have power out there, I have a hot rod in there. It's just cold as all freaking get out. There's no way my shivering butt's gonna go out there. And then I've actually, if I'm gonna do a stream out there, I've got to have certain things like kind of set up so that I've got like kind of notes, talking points, all that good stuff. And it can't be any free hash Fridays. It cannot be on a free hash Friday. I'm just saying, because that'd screw up a free hash Friday. Because I can't do all that stuff when it's on my phone. Because that's the only way that I'm going out in the garage is basically on my phone. So what's up, everybody? You're sliding on in. Don't forget to smash that lizard like button. We know how the YouTube overlords like it. I mean, a lot of the information that's on here, it means more if you're paying attention to certain things. They did update this little spot that's just above me right here. That's kind of all been laid out a little bit differently. Average new car now versus average new car in 2000. So in 2000, a new car was $22,000. Do you think 25 years later that our cars are double the value? We're getting double the value that we got back in 2000? I don't think so. Other than, I've got a touchscreen display. Well, I can get freaking laptops with that shit on there for cheaper than what they're trying to give it to me at. I get a whole lot more features on a new laptop than I am in these new cars. So I don't see any point on having these new cars being worth double what they were in 2000. That doesn't save me any satoshis there. I'm just saying. It's like, and I know that this is a direct cause of shitty money. It's like, ooh, another garage stream sounds awesome. I know. We gotta get those set up for the summertime. That's summertime stuff only. For winter, I don't go out in the garage unless it's like an emergency. So it looks like not in the labor force now. We've got 101 million people not in the labor force versus 83 million back in 2000. So people are less motivated to get a job whenever they're not getting paid enough to do said job. I agree with that. And then we've got all these job employers that are posting, "Oh, we've got no workers." It's like, thank you for letting us know that you have hired nothing but illegals. And I'm going to take a stab at it that you've been paying them peanuts compared to what you would pay a U.S. person to do the same freaking job. Yeah. That's my take on it. I mean, I could be wrong, but that's my take on it. That's the hill I'll die on with that one. So, I mean, official unemployed numbers, depending on where you're grabbing from, but there's over 6 million confirmed unemployed. These are people that were in the workforce but are no longer in the workforce. I'm one of those. I am absolutely one of those official unemployed people. Why? Because I've decided to work for myself. Yep. So this year I'm going to be like sitting there ramping up to do even more work for myself. I'm done working for other people. It's like I can do all the same stuff that all these other companies are doing, and I can do it at home. And I'll do it for less money than they are. I will undercut these SOBs so badly that they're gonna feel it whenever I get going. I'm just saying. So I mean, we got 133 million full-time workers. Now, the ones that they count and not in the labor force now, I'm not sure exactly what these numbers are all about. That I would have to do a little bit more research on. It's not like if I scroll over it, does it? No. What's this? Nope, it doesn't let. I'd have to research this. So, not in the labor force. Oh, it's a little box up top. Hey, I learned something. It does tell you persons who are neither employed nor unemployed. They're neither employed nor unemployed, are not in the labor force. This category includes retired people, students, those taking care of children or other family members, or others who are not in the work or not, and those who are neither working nor seeking work. Were these people previously employed? I still don't understand where this number comes from. I don't get that one. I mean, I can understand, official unemployed, total civilian, non-farm employment. Oh, non-farm employment? What does that mean? Like, is this the total farm? Yeah, I don't get this. Like, I'd have to do a little research on this one, how this one breaks down. But, I mean, there's just like a lot of good information in here. But the big thing that I look at is how fast is the U.S. debt going up, and how much is Doge Clock saving us now in real time. And we are outpacing the U.S. national debt faster than they can spend it. So hopefully, we can get the U.S. debt under control. And with that, guys, I mean, it sounds wild when you say it like this. It actually helps with the price of Bitcoin. The more that the government saves the United States, I said press button, the cheaper this shit gets. The better our money is. Remember, Bitcoin's supposed to be an account for money. It's supposed to be where people flee to get sound money instead of having fiat currencies. And as the government exploded expenditures, so did the Bitcoin price. This isn't inflation. This is an account of currency. It's accounting for all the bad dollars that are in the market. Gold did the same thing. I mean, don't get anybody wrong with this one. I mean, it's not like gold didn't follow a similar trend line here. Let me pull that up real fast here. So we got that sweet gold. Here we go. And I mean, this is gold in real time. We're at 2,912. Back in 2000, gold was only $500 an ounce. Now it's almost $3,000 an ounce. There is way more gold in the market than there is potential Bitcoin. In other words, Bitcoin is a way more scarce item. It's like, yes, there's a transmission rate, but we already know that it is finite. In other words, there's only 21 million Bitcoin. Gold has a transmission rate of 2% annually. On average, it inflates by 2%. And gold is now trying to trend over $3,000 an ounce. It had for a little bit there. It was over $3,000 an ounce. All right, or almost. Did it spike? Oh no, it almost did it. It peaked out at almost $3,000 an ounce. Almost peaked out here. This is good money. Gold, silver. Here's take a look at silver. Another one. You know, here it is. The market is calling for a $32 an ounce. Silver has never returned to its all-time high. Almost like it's mimicking Ethereum. But because its all-time high was like 50 something dollars, like $51, $52 an ounce. That was its all-time high in 1980. Because this is a highly manipulated market. It is manipulated by the banks. This is how the banks do wash trading. This is why you don't trade silver on the open market, because the banks are gonna beat you 3 to 1 odds. You have no chance. I mean, at one point in time, silver was trading at $34, almost $35 in this last cycle. And since the market has been kind of cooling off here, it's going to start rolling back over. I don't know if we're going to be how low of a low we're going to see in this cycle run for silver. I mean, it could always retrace back down to the $20 an ounce range where it had been ranging for years. Because with silver trending up like this hurts the banks. Hold on here. I got... Just saying. I'm just saying. This hurts the banks because this is one of their number one trading assets. You know, because it's an easy trade for them. With it trading up, it means it's costing them more dollars to play in the market. I'm okay with this. Absolutely, I am okay with this. Because this is going to help our currency better. When the banks are being hurt and it's costing the government more to print debt, it's better for the people because that's going to cause a retraction of the currency, and that makes our buying power better. I don't care where the interest rates are. Interest rates only hurt those who are trying to take out mega loans that they truly can't afford. So if you can't afford the premium on a AAA loan for your company, you shouldn't be doing that. You shouldn't be taking that loan. Period. That's just how it should be. Hold on. here. I'm trying something. I saw that. I saw TechMan come in. I'm trying to give you guys a chance here. So I just put down a little goal for you. We got TechMan in the house, and it's a free hash Friday. So we may need to have another rig in here if you guys want to do that. If you guys want to do have two rigs on a free hash Friday. There's a goal for you right there in the Chizity chat. If you guys want to go down that route, so only if you guys want to. Otherwise, TechMan has a very good odd of winning this. Just saying. So I mean, I do like the idea that our currency is looks like it's starting to get a little better. It puts the purchasing power back into the people's hands. Yo, TechMan, he's like, rig it. That's right, TechMan. We gotta rig it. We always gotta rig it. It's always rigged over here. So, and it's like, and will this hurt mining in general? More than likely. I mean, let's be real about it. This is 100% gonna hurt mining, especially GPU mining, because like that, all of this is pulling everything back. Everything follows the price of Bitcoin. Everything looks at the price of Big Daddy Bitcoin. It's like, what you gonna do, Papa? And then all these shit coins watch Papa Bitcoin trip. And he falls, and they're like, we're falling with you, Pops. Woof, and everybody goes down, right? Yeah, that's basically what's going on, and that's gonna hurt us. I mean, look at this. An NVIDIA 5090 making 52 cents a day. Over a $2,000 paper launch GPU making 52 cents a day. It's like nobody gonna wake up in the morning going, yeah, I need to spend $2,000 for 52 cents a day. Now, granted, I understand it's not gonna make 52 cents a day every day forever. No. It's going to get worse because unless there's, let's be real, a coin that's freaking worth it, that's getting grassroots movement, that is being built upon, there's really nothing in the market. There's too much hash rate flooding in the market right now. And that's why with all the price movements, we haven't seen a mining boom. It's just been too much hash rate out there. And then any coin that stands out with a little bit of hash rate, FPGAs are on it real fast, and then right after the FPGAs, we get the ASICs, and then the GPUs are booted off because we can't compete with the damn ASICs. So I mean, here you're looking at is a 5090 Firestarter for 52 cents a day. You got a 5080 potential Firestarter for 41 cents a day. Or you can grab yourself a used 4090 and make yourself 35 cents a day, and you're going to make yourself, and it's going to be like, what, you're going to spend around $1,000 on this, $800 to $1,000, somewhere in there. I'm not, to be honest, I don't even know. I mean, let's go on to the eBays, and I'm just gonna look it up real fast and look up a 4090, an RTX 4090. So yeah, it looks like they are ranging from about, I would say 800 to 1,000 to about $1,200 for a 4090. I would be closer to do that deal for 40 50 cents a day. I'd be a lot closer to doing that kind of a deal versus $2,000, $2,500, $3,000 for a 5090 to make 52 cents a day. Yeah, that is not absolutely not worth it. Now, did I do like during the height of crypto, like the whole COVID thing, where you couldn't touch GPUs for X amount of dollars? Yeah, I bought a bunch of GPUs, but that, it's like I had the spare crypto. It didn't bother me, and I was also kicking back, enough crypto to make it worth it. Right now, for 52 cents now, if I'm making $2 a day, I can start to justify that. But you're talking about, in order for this card to make the same amount of money that you spent on it, and we're not talking ROI here. We're just saying, if I spend $2,000, how quickly can this card make $2,000, right? And that's going to be well over 2 years to make $2,000. So it's basically an ROI of never. Let's be real. What up, Fudweiser? What up? What up, Zebra? What up on the Fans Tech? Oh yeah, it's like you were at you did the Westmont launch over there at the Micro Centers. Oh, you were the number one in line again. Nice. It's like, thank God, because they only had 4 of these of these 50. So you got the 5090. So which 5090 did you grab? It's like, so glad it's Friday. Share it out in Friend and Jellyland. Nice. The Gigabyte Master. Nice. Just make sure that when you plug that connector in, push the cables into the connector to make sure the cables have been seated, just in case your connector end happens to be loose. I'd hate to see you be one of the people that has a melted connector. I'm just saying. I want to make sure that nobody that's watching this channel has any problems, because it's not a user error thing. I'm not going to sit there and say, "Oh, you don't know how to build computers, bro." That's not that isn't even the comment. It's the fact that there's been so many different reports coming out where I don't care how much you try to connect that connector in, unless you plug it in and you get the Goldilocks zone, it's not plugged in properly. Even if you bottom out the connector, it's freaking retarded. Jay's 2 cents had pins that were backing out on him that he could physically push back in. So I now tell people, if you got a 5090, because the 5090, problem with the 5090 is that you are above that 80% threshold of that wiring. So you have less buffer room with that kind of power draw. It's the only reason why I put out these warnings to anybody who has the 5090s and the 5080s, because both of those seem to be the potential problem childs. Especially with the way that especially on the Founders Edition, seems to be the worst culprit of them all. But they're all designed on the same Founders Edition setup with the power rail. It's so stupid. No, the 5090s are different. The 5090 with even with the Gen 2 connector cable, that the adapter cable, it's worse of an issue. Nvidia made it worse with the 5090. It was better before on the 40 series. The 5090s, Nvidia decided to fuck it up really bad. There is no physical fix for the problem on the card. The thing is like with when we had the 8-pin connectors, each 8-pin connector with its own power rail. So if one wasn't plugged in properly, the card wouldn't boot. Right now, your card, it sees the power rail as one power rail. So even if one pin's not connected, the card will power up without any issue. Now you're sitting there flowing more wattage through less wires. That's the problem. The card will still turn on. That's the issue. So that's the only reason why I put the warning out to anybody that's got the 5090, especially on the 5090. Just because, like, if you go back and build Zoidberg with actual hardcore overclocking, he explained it very well, has a detailed graph on exactly what NVIDIA fucked up on. And this is coming from an engineer standpoint. They put a single rail. It's a monorail of power, a monorail of ground. So you can cut, theoretically, you can cut all the power and grounds, but one wire for each one, and that card will turn on. That's where people are melting their wires and stuff like that, and the cards are just, you have no detection if there's any problem. So just be careful. I'm only sitting here and just warning. It's just a warning of the wise. Just make sure. Because like there's people who have put the stuff together and they realize that it just slightly wiggled out. I'm just saying. Triple check, quadruple check, especially on the 5090. It's like I want the 5050 Ti. That bus is powered. I know, man. I'm not sure about that 5050. You know, it's like you got a 50-50 chance if it's gonna burn. You got a 50-50 chance if it's gonna turn on. You got a 50. Man, it's just a bad naming on there. It's like it's just like meme material, just waiting to launch. Like I can just see all the people with the memes. They're just like salivating, going, "Please, NVIDIA." Oh, you know, it's like a Homer Simpson moment for them. It's like, oh my lord. But yeah, I mean, I don't see any reason to be grabbing these high of cards unless you're like our guy over there on the fence tech. He wants all the performance, no holds barred gaming PC. That's what he goes to work and lives for. You know, it's like he loves his PC, and it's his absolute hobby. And he wants to have that absolute no limit on graphical performance. You know, spare no expense. But I don't know. It's like I think that NVIDIA should be issuing a recall on this on the 5090 because of the way that they have done their power rail on this. But I don't think that there's any way that they can fix this at this point. It's just a matter of up to the consumer to just kind of double check and triple check to make sure everything is plugged in properly. You know. So it's like my Wi-Fi is bombing out. No. Oh no. So I mean, and then you're like, you come down the line and you're like, oh gosh, what else is you know, I can get a 3090 that if I'm paying it's 7 cents a kilowatt hour. Oh my god, I didn't even realize it. It's even worse, guys. For me, I'm at 11 cents per kilowatt hour. Let's let it readjust now. Oh, there we go. For me, a 5080 is the most profitable thing for 17 cents at 11 cents a kilowatt hour. A 5090 makes 6 cents a day at 11 cents per kilowatt hour. It makes no sense to buy that kind of a card for me at all. Oh my god. Oh, we got the Lemon Tree gang here. What's up? What's up? Smash that lizardy like button. But yeah, I mean, so now you come down and you look at a a 4080. It's making a penny a day. My A2000s, hold on here. They break even. Yeah. An A2000 breaks even right now. A 5060 XT breaks even. A 6600 XT breaks even. If you have a 1660 Ti, you could be breaking even. I mean, you might find here and there a coin here and there every so often that'll make you a little bit of money. As soon as anybody sniffs that coin out, it gets rizzity wrecked. Sometimes you can get into a very, very early coin, and you will have semblance of profitability if you have some of the best hardware on that network. That is absolutely true if you're willing to do some absolute digging in the spec coin market. Or getting into some of the chat rooms and waiting for a brand new coin to get launched as proof of work. Sometimes you can get in before there's any kind of market for it, and you just start mining the hell out of it before there's a market. I've done that before. Waited for a market to come on. As soon as there was a market, I've sent all my coin to market and sold. Yeah, those type of coins don't usually last very long. It's usually you see that little meteoric rise, it gets listed and drops and never recovers. And that's just the way that it works most of the time. For me, the BC 250s that everybody likes, it'd be losing me money at 11 cents a kilowatt hour. You know, you might be losing 2 cents a day. A 4070 loses 2 cents a day. I mean, there's like really this market just cannot handle all the hash rate is what the problem is. If as soon as a lot of this hash rate, and I've been watching people sell GPUs. It warms my heart when I watch people sell GPUs because I know that means we are at that stage, ladies and gentlemen, where GPU mining is about to get a little bit interesting. The more people start selling, because it's going to get sold to people. Like people are going to try to sell it off. The old hardware, you're not going to be able to give that stuff away. Especially a really hard mine on a 1070 that, or a 1080 that, you know, like, how can I put it? Like, you cared more about airflow than you did about, you know, was it in a moist environment? You know, how humid was the environment? Did you care more about airflow over humidity? You know, did HDMI connectors get a little corroded? Things get super dingy because it was, you know, yeah, you put them through more of an environmental thing than the card degrading. I don't see GPUs degrading at all, like core or memory. Some people sit there and say, "Oh yeah," and I think it's just the more certain cards once certain things are updated at certain points in time, you find limitations of it, and then you have to back off overclocks, like initial drivers. Allow a higher overclock, the certain programming gets fixed, and then you can't push that overclock the same way. I've never really seen hash rate performance degradation. I've never seen gaming degradation over a course of years. It's just you start seeing limitations of the hardware. But in a mining situation, you're going to have more dust in the more dustier environment because you're worried about airflow. And you know that anything that restricts airflow, like a filter, is going to cause you to have heating issues. So, and you kind of go, oh, humidity, I know it's supposed to be over here, but we need airflow. So things get corroded because it's just a little higher moisture environment, especially with mining, because we're taking in outside air, bringing it in as fast as we can and exiting it out. Yeah, the humidity is the worst. Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, some of the older hardware for us miners will be harder to sell if it saw a higher moisture environment. I mean, like you'll be able to sell it to another miner, possibly somebody who, but you're not going to be selling it to gamers for big bucks. You know, you can get $100 on a on a 1070 Ti. You're doing good. Take it. I mean, yeah, especially at this point. That those are super old cards. They're still relevant cards. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, 1080p is fantastic on that card. Uh, but if you're trying to get, you got a modern screen that's a high refresh rate, has good pixel density in there, and you're trying to push that, no, you're not gonna be able to have that draw distance of being able to see far enough. Is it gonna make or break your gaming experience? No. You're talking about small, teeny tiny little performance updates over that. What you're gonna find more is that as time goes on, you'll find the limitation of the hardware itself. You know, GDDR5 memory modules, which, you know, that's 3 generations back on the memory modules now. You know, so the memory frequencies and the capabilities back then at that point in time are, you're seeing that performance hit, and people go, oh, that's that degradation. It's like, no, dude, there's no performance degradation on this. There's multiple people that have tested this, and so you're not, you know, it's like, but to sell them at this point, yeah, that's going to be the issue. So, but seeing people selling GPUs in general makes me happy, very, very happy. And I know people are also looking at, you know, grabbing newer hardware, especially hardware they can get their hands on, like AMD. You know, the 9070 hits the shelves today. You know, a GPU with stock. I know. We have actual stock on the shelves. A bunch of different product lineups on there. I think it's great. The only thing I don't like was that they had an MSRP price launched at day one launch. Since then, the prices have gone up. So there is nobody that's getting these day one launch prices at this point. So anybody who pre-ordered some of that stuff, they're also having the pre-orders canceled at this point because, dun dun dun, you can't get it at the MSRP price. The MSRP is optional these days. I swear to freaking God. It used to be back in the day, well, we're at least 10% underneath MSRP. And I was like, oh, that's nice, perfect. Now they're gloating at, well, we're only 1% higher. Oh, we're only 2%, and they're just gonna keep pushing the envelope, going, okay. So MSRP is arbitrary at this point. It only matters if you've been able to sell. If you got enough supply. If you got too much supply, MSRP counts. But when you do your paper launches, there is no MSRP. Gotcha. But we have the 9070 coming out at $599 and the 9070 at $549. They are now over $600 respectively for each one of these cards. They're not bad cards overall, especially if you're gaming. I mean, I understand that a lot of titles out there favor NVIDIA lineup, but for the debacle that NVIDIA is doing with not caring about power rails, not caring about how their connector is actually connecting into the GPU, and all this other stuff. So it's hard to recommend NVIDIA to people these days. It's a little like you're giving up some cores. I get that. I totally get that you're giving up cores. And you're giving up the GDDR7 memory modules. You're not talking about a huge uptake when a 9070 XT through all the we all know how AMD is. They launch a card and, well, at least the drivers work right now. We have to give AMD that the drivers actually work. So to see that the 9070 XT drivers not only work day one launch, but it's right in line with the 50 series that they said that they weren't going to try to compete with anymore. Think about that. A 9070 XT is competing in line with a 5090. Between a 5090 and a 5070. That's wild. So, I mean, mining wise, yes, we're going to see a bigger difference on there because of the architecture layout of how Radeon cards are, how they perform overall, where they're very memory dependent. They make up for everything in memory. But for gaming wise, I don't see anybody having an issue swapping over onto this. Surprisingly, the ray tracing on the 9070 XT, not bad. It's not as refined as NVIDIA, but it's not bad. Hey, what up, Jason the Tiger Osborne? He's like, I made it. I made it. Nice, nice, my dude. Nice. And just remember, guys, if you guys want to do a what up, Crypto Mikhail? Shh. Don't tell him. If you guys want to do that Octominer 3090 hash rate giveaway, you got 3 minutes to come up with the donation list, that where it needs to be. There's 10 donos on there, and I give away a 3090 rig hash rate for 24 hours on a coin of your choice. Just saying. Unless you guys don't want the hash rate, and then Techman will win the free hash Friday, and that's just how it'll be. Which of course I try to keep this part so random. I don't even have this set up at all. This way nobody knows what I'm doing, because even I don't know what I'm doing. So let me get that free hash rate thing set up really quick in the background here. Let's see here. There we go. And YouTube comment picker. Here we go. Is this the one that I like to use? Yeah, there's the one I like to use. That's the one. That's the good stuff right there. Then I gotta pick a video. Brando video. Let's say it's here. Random video.
Hey, Disney Plus, you should
I don't want that.
stream the brand.
No. There we go. Stupid Disney Plus commercial on my channel. Get out of here with that. There we go. It's like, oh crap, it's Friday. Oh, I know. It's Friday. I know, it's hard to believe it. So hard to believe it. You guys got 24 seconds to get 9 more donos to get that 3090 rig hash rate. I'm just saying. 4, 3, 2, 1. Brr, 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 brr. So, let's move on here. Now I got that all set up here. Cool. All right. But here's the other part of what I was talking about with AMD, where not everybody is happy with the Radeon RX 9070 launch. AMD will be encouraging retailers to keep the lower prices. So retailers have been raising the prices up since people have been buying the cards. So you aren't able to find MSRP. So AMD is trying to get more cards out so that they can keep MSRP strategy. So if they can keep all these cards at MSRP, I believe that AMD will take a little market share because they don't have a paper launch. People were able to get their hands, regular people, not YouTube reviewers. Regular people got their hands on it, you know. I mean, all of Chicago, from what On the Fence Tech said, you know, 4 people out of all of Illinois were able to get their hands on this card. 4 people. Right? It was like 4. Yeah, 4. They had 4 people that was able to get it day 1 launch. 4 people. You wonder why you can't get MSRP. That's why. They are not incentivized when they can sit there. They got 4 of these cards, and there's 15 people plus waiting to get one of these cards. And they're just hoping that the person in front of them can't afford it. So yeah, people camping for 24 hours in Chicago, you know, not the best weather this time of year. I mean, we're not blistering cold right now, but it's not warm either. So I mean, you got to dress accordingly if you're going to be waiting for one of these new cards. But to see that AMD's response officially was that they wanted to keep the prices low, that gives me a little bit of hope here that, you know, AMD is trying to do something to combat what Nvidia is doing, how they're treating the gaming base. Because like they obviously know that there's no mining people that are going to be wanting to grab this card. Let me reframe this. YouTubers like myself and other, you know, Mikkel and other people, we would love to get our hands on these cards for testing purposes. Love to. But I'm not standing in line for 4 cards. That's $2,000. You know, I'll spend my money somewhere better. I'll wait until that card is used, and then I might grab one. But I'm not paying these exorbitant prices for this new hardware. I would rather get one of these cards at this point. You know, AMD is at least trying to stay true to the gaming community. They know that the people aren't grabbing these for mining. You know, it's like during the whole last cycle of GPUs, I could find AMD cards on the shelf at Micro Center at all times. I couldn't find Nvidia. So that was the difference. And here it is. They're trying to do this again. They're trying to make sure that us gamers can grab a newer, one of the later, you know, graphics cards and actually have a good experience. So never buy any graphics card off of Alibaba. You got to be real careful if you're going to Alibaba. I will tell you that. I will tell you that. You can do deals off of Alibaba, but you got to be real careful. And of course, you know what we had already alluded to. We got the 5050 rumor here being sub $250. And this is going to be a potential rumor behind this is that it's going to be NVIDIA's response to AMD and Intel. They want to make sure that they are basically cornering the low end market. It seems like Nvidia doesn't seem to want to do anything unless they're just trying to take market share. They don't want any of that market share down there to go to anybody else too. And then they're like, oh, we weren't really talking about it, but since they did a thing, here you go. It's marginally worse. It's like, why? Why? It's like if the people had if the people will buy the lower 4090, the 40 series card or a 30 series card, because with the 50 series coming out, those two generations are now getting cheaper. So now you're starting to see that, oh, I can get one of these other SKUs for a far better value over grabbing a 5050 card that is basically just a dumbed down 70 class. Or it's like, because and it's going to be, and there's no way that you're going to get me to believe that it's going to be sub 250. I would say that they would be looking at maybe a $350 GPU, no less. Nvidia has no desire to make a card for a regular pleb that wants to game. They don't care about people that are like, hey, I can't spend more than $800 on my whole system. No, Nvidia is going to be like, I want more than half that budget. And then you can go try to stop being poor and save up and get the rest of your system. Because like, you're not going to be walking away without spending $1,000 if you want all new stuff. It's kind of ridiculous, really is. I certainly did. I certainly did. 5050 could be a power monster. It very well could be, because it would just sip the power. It's just a matter of, does it have enough core? And did Nvidia give you enough bus width on the memory? Because they know, that the 5050 is going to be, GDDR7 at the slowest absolute speed. So you're going to be looking at a 192-bit bus. It's like, excuse me, 2010 called. It's like, oh my God, you know what I'm saying? 2015 called. They want their bus bit back. Holy cow. Do I need a good deal on a mini ITX case? Depends on what good deal is. What up, Carlos? What's up? What's up? But, it's like, there's really not a whole lot going on in the market. We got a few coins that you can mine, that have a teeny tiny semblance of profitability. Where the profitability really kind of has been lying is in the ASIC market, guys. So, your gold shell AE box on ZK Snarks, you'd be making $19.64 a day at 11 cents a kilowatt hour. And what's kind of funny about this is that back in 2018, ZK Snarks was a GPU mining coin. This is ZK Snarks was one of the first cryptos, one of the first algorithms that I actually mined on was ZK Snarks. Believe it or not, it's like me mining on Ethereum. In a few years, people are like, "No, you didn't. That's a proof of stake coin. You can't mine it." And it's like, yep, you don't know the history. But yeah, so I mean, like, it's wild to see that ZK Snarks, as long as that, I mean, since 2018, has had ASICs sitting on this algorithm. I watched the hash rate jump and got off within 3 days of the hash rate tripling the whole total hash rate on the ZK Snark algorithm, as Bitmain destroyed ZK Snarks with hash rate. Oh my lord! To see that having some semblance of profitability, that's wild. To see the Jazz Miner X44P making $14 a day on the Ethereum Classic on ETHash. That's a chunky boy. Chunky. And you're looking at, if I get it from the mine shop through our good friend Guntis over in Ireland and order it from him, you know, it's a $10,000 unit, guys. 10 grand. That's what it takes to play with Ethereum Classic. And what's sad about that is that there's nothing being fucking built on Ethereum Classic, really. I would be more excited about Ethereum Classic if everything that was over on Ethereum piped over to Ethereum Classic. It's not much of a jump. And they get that, you know, it's like they get an actual chain that doesn't roll back and it has tried to fight being centralized trash. Now know that this miner hasn't yet to come out yet. You know, it's like you're talking about a pre-order at this point. Everything is a pre-order. So not yet visible. First release date, first released in June of 25. Estimates are, you know, it's like, but it's not really yet available to all of us. I mean, it looks like there's some places that have got it. If you ordered it directly from Jazz Miner, you were able to get your hands on it. Otherwise, it looks like, you know, I'm not sure exactly. They say that they've got it in stock everywhere. But other places have yet to get it. They're looking at March here over at the Bitcoin merch here in the United States. Looks like a couple of places haven't gotten them. Ace miners here in the United States haven't gotten them. So there, you know, we are looking at, you know, different ASICs that are going to be worth getting, but you're going to be spending just an exorbitant amount of money because of what they are. You know, an AE box, $2,000 for a mini ASIC. That's fucking ridiculous. But it's the most profitable one right now, until somebody else decides to lump out another big bad boy onto the market and it just eats up gold shell. Yeah, the way that our market is right now, and I wouldn't be sitting here chasing coins like this, especially in the ZK Snarks algorithm, knowing the history of ZK Snarks. I don't recommend people going after those miners at all. You can even get the little gold shell box, the mini, and you're still over $1,000 just because you're making profit. You're making $13 a day, which, you know, you can, whatever you're making, whatever you spend on it, you know, $22,000, in 150 days, it's going to make that $2,000, as long, of course, nothing bigger comes out onto that algorithm and destroys it. Something big comes up on it here from Bitmain, you can cut that profitability in half if Bitmain steps up. That's all it takes. Bitmain to go, yep, I'll take that. Anything on Litecoin miners are going to be pretty expensive to be dealing to grab any of these miners too. Grabbing an L9 You know, you're going to spend $8,000, you know, 8,000 up on an L9, guys. And this is not new stuff. The L9's been out for a little while. But because it's profitable at 11 cents per kilowatt hour. So as a home miner, I can run this. Problem that you're going to have, guys, is that a unit like this is going to be over 3,000 watts. You cannot run this on 110. Cannot. There is no running this on 110. You got to have a 240 30 amp minimum to be able to run this ASIC. So that limits a lot of the home miners from being able to run a whole mess of these. To have a semblance of profitability. And at 8,000, it's like, okay, I've got 230 amp 240 volt circuit. I can get 2 of these. That's over $16,000. It's like, who the hell has 16 grand walking around his pocket change to go, yeah, I'm just gonna get 2 miners because I'm baller? It's like, no. That's just not how this all works, That is absolutely just not how this works. It's hilarious. So I mean, like, so we the average person like me and you, we're coming down the price on this, going, okay, what's profitable here? I mean, something that's gonna make 73 cents a day, but it's a Bitcoin miner and it's profitable at 11 cents per kilowatt hour. This is profitable, not by a whole lot, but this is $3,000 to make 70 cents a day. I guess it's a little better than a GPU. I mean, you're going to spend $2,500 and you're only going to make like what? 15, like what is it making over here? 17 cents a day on a 580. Or I can make 69 cents over here on with that sweet Bizity Bitcoin. But I need to have, it's like, this is 3,500 watts. This is like 3 space heaters going off in your room worth of heat at full tilt. This is a lot of heat and a lot of fan noise. This is not something that your significant other is going to be very happy about you utilize. Is it profitable right now? Hell yeah. That's actually kind of awesome to see. I mean, like, what point is it not profitable? So 11 cents is right at that cusp. You pay any higher than 11 cents, then you're not going to be profitable. It'll cost you about, if you're paying 12 cents a day, it costs you 15 cents a day to mine Bitcoin. But at 11 cents per kilowatt hour, I'm profitable. Check that out. Man, it makes me wonder. Now I'm curious. Hold on here. Hey. Algorithm. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Sha. There we go. Sha. It changed his website over a little bit here. All right, here we go. So, M30. Let's see here. M63. M50. M50, so I'll be losing $3 a day at an M50. All right, I must have overlooked that. All right, here. M30 plus plus. Here we go. 112 terahash. I can be losing $3.58 a day. And this unit still costs $2,000 to buy. Still costs $2,000 to buy. It's like, damn, I should probably sell my Bitcoin ASICs. Just because it's like, it's not worth running them here at my house at the electricity that I have. So when I had the facility, the power rate was a whole lot better. That was about 6 cents per kilowatt hour, and an M30 plus plus makes 58 cents a day. So whenever I was running that, I mean, it was a whole lot better of a pricing to be running my M30 plus plus. So now that I'm making, I'm paying 11 cents per kilowatt hour. Now a lot of the ASICs that I have, I mean, I probably keep one representation of each one that I have, and then offload the rest. I mean, I got S9s. Ain't nobody gonna buy an S9, but and a lot of those S9s, I've had them for a long time. They dominated the Bitcoin that I purchased off of with them. So I'm happy about that. I'm absolutely happy about that. But yeah, I mean, like we're all going to be now looking at dealing with okay, which miners do we want to grab? Do we want to spend $5,000 here, $10,000 there, for $3,000 here, $2,000 there, to continue mining with these newer coins, and then just watch the diminishing returns on everything? That, I don't know about you, but I mean, it's like a lot. I haven't been like full tilt mining because it's like the returns are just always just forever diminishing. So for me, it's well worth keeping some of the equipment. I mine here and there. I mean, I'm still Litecoin mining because it's cheap enough and it keeps the back of my back bathroom nice and warm. So it keeps the wife happy. She asked me to mine back there, so I am. I was like, oh, you're gonna let me mine back there? Okay, just say less. What up, Dom? What up? What up? So, with all of that being said, now we are over that 1 hour marker. Let's give away some freaking hash rate. Yo! I'm just saying, let's do this. We're gonna give ourselves away a little bit of hash rate. And what I want you guys to do is just put down what you are most excited for, right? Whether it's GPU or ASIC, just put down, you got to like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and then put ASIC or GPU. One of the two, ASIC or GPU. Let me know which one that you are going to be preferring moving forward. What are you focusing in on? Post it over there. Oh. Get yourself into the running of getting some free hash rate. Yo, it's going to be for a 4-card 3080 rig. Free, which means it's profitable for you. Only way to be profitable is by winning some hash rate these days. I swear it's the good. So if you guys are wanting to win some of that amazing hash rate, guys, you need to go over there, put down ASIC or GPU. What are you waiting for? Get some free hash rate. Otherwise, we know TechMan's gonna get it. We already know. It's hashtag rigged. And I know probably I'm gonna have to see if we got one comment in there, and I know that one comment was Sadie, because she previously commented on that video. I'm gonna make sure nobody's getting hung up in the YouTube flag everything category. Let's see here, see if they flagged anything. Community. Nope, 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 nope. We got Sarth that made a comment in there. Yo. We've only got one person. Only one person. Man, Sarth, you're going to win this one. They're just giving it to you. I'm just saying. I'm gonna choose the classic one and see if it works here. Let's see here. Oh, we got 4 unique comments now. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. ASIC, ASIC. Woo! Oh, we got one person that got held. We had the Sadie that got held over there. We had to fix that one. That's why it takes me a minute sometimes here. I'm consistently refreshing here. Let's see if the other one is picking this up now. Oh, yep, we got 4 comments here. Only 4 awesome people. We got, what up, Jacob? Anthony. What up, what up? Greetings and salutations. If you guys are looking to if you're looking to win some free hash rate here, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and put down whether you are excited about GPUs or ASIC for the mining future, guys. Let me know. Especially if you want to win some free hash rate, you gotta let me know. Has to happen. Absolutely has to happen. Come on. There's like 10 of you awesome people. Should be 10 people in here. I'm just saying. Oh, we got 6 comments now. Yo, let's make sure nobody's getting held back here. So we know how this works. Nope. Everybody's being counted over here. Woohoo! It's like solo gang on the A6 for the win. Yeah, you know it. You know it, my man. You know it. I'm going to go ahead and refresh this again. Pasta. Fetch that shit. We got 6 comments over here. Want to make sure that that's all that we got over here. 6 lovely comments. Everything loads back in. Wait a minute here. Hold on here. Oh, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Should. I wonder if it's. Let's see here. It's showing 6, but I'm counting 7 here. And nothing is held. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I don't see Sadie on here. Sadie, if I'm gonna give you a chance here, real quick, Sadie, because I saw you edited your comment. Just go ahead and delete that comment and put a new one in. It sees that the comment that you edited was from 5 months ago, and it's not grabbing it. That's what's going on here. So that's what I'm gonna sit there and say. I'll give you a moment here, Sadie. You got 30 seconds. 30 seconds. It's like, I own it. It looks like it's missing your comment specifically. Let's see here. I'm just trying to make everything awesome and kosher here. Cammy, no. No Crypto Kitty. No, I said. So she jumps anyway. So we still have 6. Looks like she's good to go. All right, let's make sure it's not held anywhere. See what doesn't? It's wild. I don't see. Now, Sadie is missing altogether now. Oh no, Sadie. It doesn't like you today. This is not fair. It's like new comments added. All right. I'm trying to. Okay, it's not. See, it's not showing it though. That's what I have my problem with right now. Tammy, kitty, stop. I love you, but not right now. Let's see if this one will grab it. No. This one definitely doesn't grab it. See, that is... Yeah, see, that one doesn't grab it at all. And I don't see your comment now showing up at all. I got Fudweiser that just showed up on there. We got Fudweiser on that list now. And nothing's held, so YouTube has completely censored you, Sadie. You have been lost in the YouTube Badlands. I've been rooting for you on this one. I've been trying. It's not counting Carlos twice. It only counts him once. Double comments are automatically filtered. Hey, I've got 8 comments now. We're Gucci. It took. Oh, I bet you that's what it was. It took Fudweiser dropping his name in to get Sadie to show up. I bet you that's what just happened. I'm willing to say that now. Because I don't see any of them in my either one of them in my dashboard. But if I go over here, I bet you I'll see them. There we go. Nope. I got a Logan. ASIC. I'm gonna. Market is crazy. Yeah. I don't see Sadie still either. I'm sorry, Sadie. Sadie, like, YouTube doesn't like you today. It's not picking you up at all. So sorry. But we do have the Logan in here though. So awesome. And you put down ASIC. It's like it's no worries. Yep, it's only picking up 8. So thank you everybody for being here and all that good stuff. Let's go ahead and pick ourselves a winner. And maybe this means that Sadie will win next Friday. Just saying. This might tip the luck into her favor. She might be coming in the next Friday with like 250% luck like she does when she solo mines. I'm just saying. Isn't that how it works, Sadie? You know, it's like you don't hit a block for a little while and your luck compounds. Like, you know, you're at like 500% luck and you're like, oh, I'm going to hit the next block. I just know it. I can smell it. It might be you. So let's go ahead and pick ourselves a winner. And remember, you guys, you have to like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, all that good stuff. You know, you got to make sure that you are subscribed. And then you'll have to hit me up in the Discords with where you want me to mine, what you want me to mine, all that good stuff. So definitely hit me up in the Discord if you are the winner. And let's go ahead. Winner, chicken dinner. Who it is? We got Logan. He put in that last little bit into there, and he just won himself free hash rate for 24 hours. So my dude, certainly hit me up in Discord. Give me your wallet address and what coin you want to mine. Because like if you mine an unmineable or something like that, you can give me 1 coin and we can mine whatever. But yeah, if you got a specific coin that you want to mine, I need a address and what it is that you're wanting to mine and where you want me to point the rig at. If you have other rigs that you want me to point them at with the rest of your hash rate for 24 hours, we can certainly do that. Certainly hit me up. And you need the Discord link is in the description down below. And you got to make sure you're subscribed. So that means you're not subscribed usually. And it means you're coming in which is fine if you're new here. I have no problem with that. But the links are down below. Always links are down below. So hit me up in there. All that good stuff. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for participating, everybody out there. You all rock as usual. Yo. And we are definitely over that 1 hour mark, guys. So we're going to go ahead and sign out. And all that good stuff. And Of course, Logan, whenever you're on the in the Family Mind Discord, hit me up. I am Nemesis. Of course, I am the owner of the Family Mind Discord channel. So just private message me, because like we don't want to put out private wallet addresses out onto the public Concord. You know, we don't want everybody to know what your private wallet address is. Last thing I want to do is make anybody unsafe. So with that being said, thank you everybody for being here. All that good stuff. Of course, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification. Peace out. Stay savage. And of course, may your watts be low and your hash be high. And I will talk to you on the next one. Yep, I see that, Logan. I see that you DM'd me. Yep. So thank you everybody for being here. Pieces.